When you're given the gift, it's not for yourself.
Is it an innate gift for everyone, or is it something that everyone has that they can develop?
I believe everybody got it inside them. You're helping them by showing them there's a light at the end of this tunnel. I bring the light in from spirit into my crown chakra and put that light right through my body, down through the feet.
And it really works, because when I was doing my yoga teacher training course, I couldn't do balancing exercises ever.
Some people are only psychic.
Right.
Some people are clairvoyant, some people are mediums.
Do you believe in karma?
No.
You don't?
I'm sorry, no. I believe we learn by our mistakes.
That is true. So do you believe in karmic relationship?
I believe in spiritual connections.
Sometimes people say that they can go out of body. Is that possible?
Yes. There's all different ways we come out of our body. If you look back and you see your body, you will die.
I also had it once, and then I thought, oh my God, am I dead? So
You've got to see it to believe it. But I try to say spirituality is a wonderful thing. Never question.
Never
Just go
question.
with it.
Yeah.
We all want things to happen the way we want it to happen. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
So we have to accept things the way they are and understand why things are happening and
Go with it. Go with trust.
Go with your trust, yeah.
Again, trust your gut.
Trust your gut, yeah. Hi, welcome to the show today. Today we have a very special guest for you. We have the world-renowned psychic medium clairvoyant Lee Whyberd.
Hello.
Hello, Lee. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to this.
Me too. So, Lee, what is a psychic clairvoyant medium?
So it's mediumship. That's what I started from, because I was born as a clairvoyant medium. And you enhance your psychic abilities as you grow. So I've had the gift since the age of 4. My mother was the same, and my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And at the age of 13, I started developing the psychic abilities, developing a lot more the mediumship and the clairvoyance. So I was sitting in a private circle in a church from the age of 13, growing my mediumship, because I was seeing a lot as a child, and a lot of children see. But it was second nature to me, because I was brought up with a mother and a grandmother and a family that spoke about spirituality and spoke about clairvoyancy and spoke about mediumship. So being a clairvoyant medium, it's all I've ever known.
Wow, that's really amazing. So did you also learn from your family, your mother and your grandmother, or?
My grandmother read through fire and water.
Oh, wow.
My mother was like myself. My mother could just see. So you could see spirit walking around. My mother could tell people different messages. My mother wouldn't do it publicly. They would only do it for family.
Okay.
And very, very close friends. But I always knew from a young age, because I used to go to a church, a spiritual church, from a very young age, from the age of 4 and 5.
Okay.
And I used to look up to the stage, and I had a wonderful medium on there. She ran the church. And I used to look at her and think, one day I want to be like you.
Oh.
And she's seen the capability in me as I kept on going to the church, and she knew me all my life. And when I got to the age of 13, she said, no, I will guide you.
Oh.
So she became my mentor, and she helped me to grow.
That's so amazing. So this is your gift from birth then?
Yes.
Because you inherited it. So what about, do other people also, is it an innate gift for everyone, or is it something that everyone has that they can develop?
I think, like with myself, because I was born with it, I can do a lot of things with it. Like remote seeing is one. So I can be sat here and I can look at your business overseas, and I can see what's going wrong in the business. My third eye will go to that place. Like if I'm looking at a mine, I know how far to go down in the mine, what the quality of the product's going to be like in the mine. So when you're born with it, that is the speciality of it, and you can see spirit. I believe everybody got it inside them, and I've taught hundreds or thousands of people over the years how to develop it. And I've seen some people coming as the most greatest mediums, very good mediums, doing platforms, churches, doing stage performances. So you can do it, but it's all about dedication. You've really got some people think they can come to one class and they're going to become a psychic medium overnight, when I'm afraid it takes a lot of work. I'm 57 now, and I'm still learning every day about my mediumship and my clairvoyance and my psychic abilities. So when people think they can do one class, I'm afraid no.
Well, if anybody wants to learn, like I'm also Lee's student, definitely contact him. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in learning and developing your own abilities. So what can somebody use psychic ability for? Is it only if you want to become a psychic or clairvoyant, or can you use it in your day-to-day life?
I think we work on our intuition with it. As you know, you work on your gut feeling.
Right.
The saddest thing is, when you're given the gift, it's not for yourself. It's to help others.
It's to help others, yes.
I don't read my own cards, because as you know, I do cards, but I don't read my own cards because I don't believe I can see for myself, so I don't read.
I have the same, yeah.
Or you will look into the cards, well, you want to be in the cards.
Yes.
But
it's a blind spot when you look for yourself, right?
Of course it is, but the thing is it can help you in your life, because you will get these feelings. This is not right. Or you're going to do something. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was going to sign a piece of paper, and I thought, there's something wrong, I'm not going. So you do know if things are right or wrong. It's our gut instinct.
Right.
And spirit does step in and whisper in your ear and say to you, don't do this, don't do this. And you know when you've got that nagging feeling. So it can help you in that way, but most of all is to help other people.
Right. So talking about helping other people now, so this gift that you have, it's also used for healing then. So by giving people guidance, do you feel that there's some healing happening for them?
Of course, because you've got to remember, people sometimes are at their lowest in their life. And when someone shows them a tunnel of light, it helps them, it heals them, because they put themselves through mental torture. And so before they come into you, they can be suicidal, or they can be, driving themselves, they think they're going to go bankrupt, or their work's falling apart, or their love life. So you're helping them by showing them there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and you're helping them from start to finish, or where they're going to be. So they're going to walk out to the door and feel completely different to the person they walked in.
So you're basically giving them confidence to let them know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, yeah.
There is life at the end of the tunnel, there is spirit there to guide them. You bring in the mediumship, you bring in the clairvoyance, you tell them things about the past, their present, and their future. And then after you do that, and you give them a lot of proof, it shows them, there is a light there, and you are going to be all right. So why are you panicking so much? Why are you frightening yourself so much? Because your mind can play games on you.
Right. And also I feel like when they understand that this is happening for a reason, there's something to learn for them. And when they understand that, something then comes as well.
I agree with that, because sometimes we make decisions and it all goes wrong.
Yes.
It goes wrong. And then a year down the line, you step and look back and think, if I had gone that pathway,
it would have been the wrong way.
It would have been the wrong pathway. But at the time, it's so disappointing.
Yes.
When something's not working out for us. We're only natural, it's natural. And we all want things to happen the way we want it to happen. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
That's true. Exactly. So we have to accept things the way they are and understand why things are happening, and
go with it. Go with trust.
Go with the trust. Yeah.
Again, trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Yeah. That's nicely said. So spiritual awakening then. Let's talk a little bit about that. What is a spiritual awakening, and like how can somebody who's going through one, like how can they navigate through it?
I have a lot of people come in. See, my beautiful spiritual awakening, I'll always seen, because what happens when you're a child, a lot, like I said before, a lot of children see. But when you get to the age of 10 or 11, it's taken away from you. So then, for a medium, I'm looking at this from a medium point of view. When I was 12 and a half, my spiritual awakening was very beautiful. I was in a dark room and it just lit up, all in the most vivid color blue. It was like somebody had put a blue light on in the bedroom. And I could see somebody standing at the bottom of my bed smiling at me. But I didn't feel frightened. I felt happy. I felt tingles all the way through my body, and I'll never forget it. And that's when I knew my spiritual awakening had come. But other people, they start seeing things. They start feeling things. They hear noises around. And they become very frightened of it because they don't understand what's happening to them. But his spirit looks at them and thinks, it's time now. You've got the capabilities inside you and it's time. But the only way they can show you is by flickering the lights or giving the activity in the house, things missing, signs being shown to them. So if people are experiencing that, that is their guide saying to them, wake up, we want you to work with us.
Does spiritual awakening often show up with a trauma?
Yes, it can do.
So how does that work then?
Because they're there to help you. Spirit is there because you've gone through a bad trauma. Spirit is there to help you.
To support you through it.
To support you through it.
Okay.
And they're giving you signs. Like some people just start going hot in bed all of a sudden. Some people get woke up all through the night.
Yes.
They are just saying
waking up at 3 a.m.
Yes, at the same time, constantly. It's Spirit's clockwork for you. It's Spirit waking you up.
It's waking you up for something, yes. Wow. And so what's the best advice you could give someone experiencing something like that?
Reach out to a medium.
Yeah.
Reach out to a medium to understand, or reach out to somebody clairvoyant. I wouldn't say somebody psychic, because psychic abilities is about helping you with the future, but you need to have somebody who really understands the mediumship. Some people are only psychic.
Right.
Some people are clairvoyant, some people are mediums. And then some people go like, I'm lucky I got it all together. So I would reach out for help, or go to a Reiki master, or go to somebody that does all different kinds of healing. Because people who do healing read a lot, learn a lot, experience a lot. They also, and you will experience it, they also get channeled a lot. Things channeled through the healer.
Right.
So the healer will pick up on the person. So reach out, get yourself some healing, go to a medium, reach out, and they will help you.
My next question is actually just about what you said. So do you sometimes feel that when you see clients, and do you also pick up energies from clients? But I had that once that for example, I did a healing for someone with a shoulder pain, and then their shoulder pain went away, but then I had a shoulder pain. So how do you avoid things like that? How do you... See,
what happens with me, because it's about the person that comes in. Yes, I pick up on the shoulder pain or the stomach if they got IBS, anything like that. Because all of a sudden I have these feelings all over my body.
Right.
But it's going back because I was born with it. I'm used to throwing it away from me.
Cord cutting.
So yes, but what I do is I say to Spirit, take that away now. You've showed it to me. You've put the feeling on me. You've made me understand. Because sometimes Spirit can't say to you, IBS.
Yeah. So you just feel it.
You will feel it.
Through an emotion,
and then I just say, now take it away. And the same happens when a spirit comes in and they want to come close to you. The spirit will put like a very bad pain in my heart. And I'll say, and I'll feel like a man, for instance, coming in, and I'll say to the person who's with me, oh, I felt your father died of a heart attack. So spirit puts these feelings on you for you to understand that person in both ways. You know, they're suffering on the earth, and this is what happened to their loved ones on the other side.
What is the difference between, spirit talking to you and just emotions cross-transferring? For example, like if you sit next to someone on a bus who's really angry, you will also feel anger, right? That emotions...
I kept my solar plex off.
Okay. So you can do that. You know how to control those. So yeah.
I remember when I used to work in London, and I used to catch the tube, where you're getting on the tube, jam-packed, absolutely jam-packed, so you're picking all people's energies up. I closed down all my chakras. I cut my solar plex off, and I feel nothing from no one around me. And I also always put myself in a white bubble before I travel as well.
That's a good...
I visualize that I'm walking into a ball of white bubble, like those big balloons that bounce, you lay inside and they bounce down the mountain. I visualize I'm going in one of those. And what you will find, if you do that, the surroundings around you, people won't squash up to you. Because you've got a barrier, and you will find that it will just go around you and people will not come up and acknowledge you. So I don't pick up people's feelings.
You know, I feel like a psychic clairvoyant medium is somebody who uses more of their brain. Because, you know, we only use 3% of our brain power.
It is all about our brain.
Right, so...
Because we are feeling, seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling. They are feeding us constantly. When I want to cut off, I got the TV on and I'm on the mobile phone and I'm looking at something else because my brain's so used to speaking to spirit, looking after the client in front of me, thinking 5 steps ahead, because you're getting fed stuff from spirit very, very fast, and you've got to keep all that information.
Right.
So yes, I agree with you. And now you're saying it, I'm thinking about it more. I do find that I use my mind. I'm very active mind, extremely active.
Right. So maybe that's what it is. It's just somebody who's got more power over their brain, like their abilities.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
You've got to learn, because we do use our brains so much. When we lay down, my best way of cutting off is I do a prayer. I do my prayer, and then it winds my brain down, and I say to my angels, my spirit guides, I say to them, please now let me sleep. Please cut my mind off.
Intention.
And I can just go. Then I will sleep. I am woke up once or twice in the night, fed a bit of information, then I go back to sleep and I remember that information in the morning.
So you get messages at night. Do you get them through dreams or just like
No, they wake me up.
Okay.
They wake me up, I sit up, I take a drink of water, I'm fed the information, and I just lay back down and go flat to sleep, and then they wake me up again. 3 minutes. I know the time is very, very short, but I'm so used to it that it's just automatic to me now. Sometimes I do say to them, leave me alone.
You say that to your students too, Lisa.
Yes. Leave me alone, I've had enough of you all. I'm hearing from them, then hearing from the students.
I know, you have always whiny students coming to you, asking you questions. And Cool. Do you think that the future will hold superhumans? If everyone develops more and more of the psychic abilities, do you think?
What we are, when we clairvoyant mediums, and then when we teach people to become clairvoyant mediums, which, you know, it does happen, and I have seen it myself. We're only ambassadors. We're ambassadors for the spiritual world to go out there and spread the word that they can help you and they can heal you. This is where all our energy comes through our hands. When our hands heat up, it's spirit heating, heating our hands up. And so we are just the ambassadors. We are nothing special. Yes. We are spiritual workers that work for the spiritual world. And when we teach people and make them and turn them into very good mediums, very good clairvoyants, our job is done, because we know they will go and spread the word. They always say never hold on too much to your fledglings. The fledglings are the people you are training. Help them to spread their wings, take them out, spread their wings, let them fly, because they fly in to spread the word. They don't always want to be with their mentor, but they will always come back and see their mentor. And I always go back. Well, one of my first ever mentor passed away 6 years ago, and my second mentor was when I was in my late 20s. I still, every time I travel back home to England, my point is I go and see my mentor to have lunch with or have dinner with, take her out shopping, do it, whatever, just to show that, you know, I'm still there, and I still message every week to say, how are you? Is everything okay? I'm doing this, this, and this. So your fledglings will always fly, but they'll always come back.
Let's talk about grounding. How can we ground ourselves?
I find grounding very interesting.
Okay.
Because being a medium, sometimes we feel our bodies levitating off the floor. So the way I do it, is it doesn't suit everybody, but the way I do it is I bring the light in from spirit into my crown chakra and put that light right through my body, down through the feet, down out to the feet, to the roots. I've taught you this.
Yes, you have, yeah.
The roots down into the ground, and let them wrap right around Mother Earth, down in the ground. And you will find that you won't feel like you're levitating. What you've got to remember is when you're working spiritually, you're up in the air. You're halfway up there, and you're halfway down here. So that's one of the fastest way I find to ground yourself.
And it really works, you know, because when I was doing my yoga teacher training course, I couldn't do balancing exercises ever.
Yeah.
And every time I would try and do a balance, I would topple over, and then I thought, okay, let me try and do Lee's thing. So I would just ground myself and then do it, and it was like so much better. So
and it
does
doesn't
work.
matter where you are. If you're in a building and you're on the 50th floor, it will still ground you. It will still shoot you. You visualize it going right through the building, right down, and grab out of you and root you to the ground.
So when you visualize something, is it actually happening somewhere? Like, is it...
What do you mean?
So like if I visualize like light going through me and I'm grounding...
Well, it's spirit grounding you to the earth, because you're asking upstairs to ground you. You're asking for your help.
Right.
So what you are visualizing is happening for you.
So every intention and every visualization, because I mean...
They're a message. You are sending out the message. It's like a manifestation.
Right.
If you want a manifestation, visualize it and speak it.
Right.
And ask them to take it away, and take it upstairs for the universe to sort it out for you. That's how it will come together for you.
Okay, that's really nice. I like that. So everything you ask for, someone is listening. Something is listening to us. You know?
I always believe
your
message is carried. And I always say to the great person upstairs, I know you can't listen to us all, but allow your spiritual helpers to take my message to you.
Oh, wow.
And please answer my manifestation or my prayer, whatever it is, please answer and bring it back to me if it's good for me.
Yeah, if it's good for me, that's always a good disclaimer to add.
Yeah.
True. And what about karma and love? Like,
I don't...
Do you believe in karma?
No.
You don't?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
And a lot of people will say, well, I do. It might happen for them, but I believe we've all made mistakes in our life. And I believe we learn by our mistakes. And with our mistakes, we are given challenges that we got to overcome ourselves. I don't believe it will come back on us, but we will get over the challenges that comes to us, and we got to get over it. And we got to learn, and we got to be better people from it.
So, but there's also good karma, isn't there? Like.
Yeah, but I think, things.
It's got a bad rep.
We work for everything. We go through challenges, we jump over challenges, and we meet good. So I believe we cut out our own pathway. We cut out our own, you can call it karma, because a lot of people call it karma and say karma's going to come back and get you. No, you learn. You learn by your mistakes. I believe you learn by your mistakes.
Okay, so...
And I believe when good things come in, it's what we worked for.
Yes.
It's how we changed our life to make those good things happen to us. We've put it out there that we want good things to happen for us, and we're racing for it, and we're doing everything to get what we want in our life.
Right. That is true. So do you believe in karmic relationships? Sometimes you meet someone and you know, God, this person, I feel so familiar, it clicks. And sometimes you meet someone and you're like, I can't stand them for no reason. So there's got to be something. You know?
I believe in spiritual connections.
Okay.
I believe you can meet someone, like you said, you think sometimes you can meet someone and think, I really don't like your energy. And you dismiss that person. And then 3 months down the road, you might become best friends with that person because you look at them from a different light and a different day. But I believe when you meet someone in a relationship, and I mean more of a love relationship, I feel if they are meant for you, you feel it. You feel it in your solar plex, you feel it in your sacral chakra. And if it's meant to be a platonic friendship, you won't really, you won't connect together. But if it's a relationship, a love relationship, spiritually, you will come together, your solar plex will come together. And this is where the love and looking at someone through rose-tinted glasses, it's a spiritual connection. The feeling is different. Everything is different about it. That is your connection. And you've always got to work and never forget it's a spiritual connection and it's meant to be. Then you've got to work hard together to keep it nice and close together.
You have to work at it, basically. Yeah.
Very hard.
That's the key takeaway.
And you'll find when you've got a spiritual connection, you do think the same.
Yes.
You think on the same pathway. And you know what that person's thinking. And they know what you were thinking. I don't mean in
like
the
a telepathy.
Yes,
Yes.
you know, and you just know everything about that person without knowing that person.
Yeah.
It's like that person had been in your life before. It's a bit of like déjà vu.
Yeah.
It's like they've been in your life before, but they haven't been in your life before. You was meant to meet your spiritual connection. You was meant to meet that spiritual love.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's a nice way of putting it.
That's a nice way of
isn't it?
putting it, yeah. Sometimes people say that they can go out of body. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, what's all that about? That's so interesting.
I remember many years ago, I was in Spain, my first out-of-body experience, and there was a knock on the door.
Okay.
And I answered the door, and when I looked back, my body was still laying there.
No way.
Honestly.
Oh my God.
And they always say, if you look back and you see your body, you will die. Well, no, I went back into my body and I went back to sleep. So you can come out of body experiences, and sometimes spirit takes your body out. They take your body out because they want to use they take your spirit out of your body because they want to use your energy to do what they do. So there is out of body experiences. And I remember having a woman come to see me one day. She's seen herself out of her body, and she was laying on the floor, and her child of 4 years of age was phoning 999 and had got an ambulance. And when the ambulance arrived, she went back in her body.
Wow.
And she could explain everything. And that lady was out because that's where the child was. It was in the snow, actually. So there's all different ways we come out of our body. spirit uses as energy feeds, we call them.
I also had it once, but it was like maybe 10 years ago that I had a very weird experience. But anyway.
Tell me.
So it was the 15th of January, I still remember, 2014. And I was sitting down doing a meditation. And, you know, I was very mistrustful. It was the first time that I learned about this meditation and stuff. And I was very mistrusting of it. I'm a finance controller, auditor, you know.
Scientific.
Scientific. I'm like, what is this? You know, like, what is all this? And so I was reading each word, but as I was reading the meditation, each word, I was focusing on it. And then all of a sudden, I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was in the universe and I could see planets.
Yeah.
And I was just in shock, you know, like, I'm like, what? And then I was there for a few moments. And then I thought, oh my God, am I dead? Like, I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
And then I got worried. I also saw like something anyway. And when I thought I was dead, I started panicking because I was like, oh my God, who's going to drop my kid to school? Who's going to, you know, I was thinking about all the things I had to do. And then all of a sudden I was bam, back in my body. And it was so real. I went and I woke up my daughter and I was telling her that, you know, like, this happened. And she was like, oh, it was just a dream. I was like, no, it wasn't a dream, it was real. And when I was there, you know, I was looking at my hands and stuff, like to see if I was dead or what. And they were very bright.
Yeah.
It was like there was a light shining out of it, you know. It was just a very strange experience. And then I went online looking, and I saw that there was this guy called Robert Monroe. He had the same experience, and he saw the same thing I saw. And so I knew it was true. So I started going into it, and I saw that, you know, like basically it's the CIA also uses this technique, remote viewing, and
because I do remote viewing.
Yeah.
So recently, this is not the remote seeing part of it, but recently, I just laid on the bed just to close my eyes, just to do a slight meditation, not a deep meditation, a slight meditation. And I was in France in World War II.
No way.
And I could see myself standing, watching all the soldiers, waiting for the boats to come.
Was it real? Like, did you feel like it was like not like a movie? It was like a real.
It was like a dream, but it wasn't a dream. But I could see everything. I could hear everything. Yeah. I could hear them talking. I could hear the panic, the breathing, everything. Then all of a sudden, I just come back into myself. But like I said to you earlier, remote seeing, you are coming out and you're going somewhere else to look. Yeah. To look. You might be sitting there, but your mind this body mind goes blank, and you were somewhere else and you were looking. Then you come back and you say to the corporate company that I work with, well, I see this is going to happen and this is going to happen with the company. And this is going to, you know, this is what it is. So there is quite a few different ways we come out of our body.
Yeah, I was so fascinated by that. And because it happened to me and I just couldn't explain it, I went into like learning more about it. I joined that Robert Monroe Institute and did a few classes there and stuff. It's very fascinating that it's actually a real thing and there are people that do it.
I've learned more about everything, not through books. I'm listening to videos, listening to spirit.
Yeah.
The way they guide me. And I've learned so much that way. But we all learn in different ways.
True.
And I think that's my book of learning, is following my spirituality way. And then I understand it more.
I think that is the right way, because this only happened to me once. And the more I try to scientifically get back to that or do it again, it never happened again.
I never tried to get back to it because I always know it's going to happen. So I don't question it. I just lay down, or, you know, I can't lay down if I'm in a corporate room with a boardroom, but I just put my head down and I close my eyes and I zoom and I've gone there. And everybody's looking at me thinking, why is he quiet for 5 minutes? but I'm off traveling.
You know, I mean, time travel is definitely a thing that happens, like that can happen. It's also mentioned in the Quran, actually. In one of the chapters in Surah Kahf, it's mentioned that there were a group of people that went to sleep in a cave and they woke up 300 years later, 309 years later. And there were a few of them. And so, I mean, it's mentioned in holy books and stuff about that this phenomena exists. So, yeah, I definitely believe.
This is where I try to say spirituality is a wonderful thing, and the unknown is so special. This is what's so special about it. This is what we learn from ourselves. And like yourself, I know you're a very good reader. You read a lot. And I think that's the way that it helps you to move on, to understand more, and to put yourself in situations that you can pick up and do these things, out-of-body experiences, because they trust you. Because you're not playing, it's just happening to you.
It just
like
happened.
It does to me.
Just the one-off. Yeah.
Well, you're lucky you've had the one-off.
Yeah.
Many people never experience
Otherwise,
that.
I would not even believe someone who's telling me this if it had not happened to me.
Exactly.
So, because I'm so skeptical, I'm an auditor, so...
You've got to see it to believe it.
You need to go to see it to believe it, yeah. And I still, question, oh my God, how did that happen? But it's
Never question.
Never
Just go
question.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, Lee.
More than welcome.
That was a lovely chat we had. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And if you like such content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next podcast.